Okay. I really want to go all the way across my room to grab that yet. Give me one moment. Let me make sure stream looks good for you guys. One moment. Okay, cool. Just make sure we're not too loud. And first of all, it's crooked, so. Better. I think if I sit it back just a smidge. Cool. Alright. See if lights out gangs fucking with this one. If you're not liking it or your eyes aren't adjusting, let me know. But we're going no lights gang again because that actually seemed to work pretty well last time. Check my volume levels. Alright, we're cool. Not too loud, not too quiet. Alright. Let's go. Excuse you. I gotta restart my console. Hey Brenda, how's it going? One moment, it's having itself a little issue. There we go. Okay, take two. Okay, let's look right on. I'm not gonna do it again, right? My brother in Christ. Yes, yes, I have a controller to use. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Oh god, I need my controller. Oh shit. Let's turn this up. Thanks for everybody who is joining me right now. I appreciate you. October 25th. Right? Anything, agency. Sorry, boss. I couldn't do it. You know, that little bit of advice you gave me, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. I don't know exactly what you meant, but there was no way I could force a smile in that courtroom today. I'm just glad you remembered that. But now how about relaxing? Relax? Not gonna happen. Junie, she asked me to defend her because she believes in me. But I felt completely helpless. If it weren't for their confessions, But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then. Hey Martin, what's going on? No, I can't lose it all. Not now. You okay, Athena? You're turning kind of pale. I can't just stand around here. I'm gonna finish the investigation. Can it wait? I just took a batch of freshly baked cookies out of my magic panties. Thanks, but I'd better get going. Save me one for when I get back. Apollo, you wait here. I need to see Junie at the detention center first, right away. No, wait, I'm going with you. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'd better go too. No problem. You two be careful. There's so much I need to ask Junie. What happened in court today? Where do we go from here? Ah, well now, fancy meeting you here. Ah, Professor Means, what brings you here? Panties, I meant to say. Yeah. Homie, she said she pulled the baked cookies out of her panties, dog. I don't know if I want to eat those out of blueberries. I asked him to come. He arrived just a little bit before you. I wanted to ask him something, but first, Athena, I wanted to apologize for my sudden confession after he's worked so hard to defend me. She was calling me Athena until just now. No, I should be the one apologizing. The whole thing spiraled out of my control. Athena, don't worry, I'll bring it up. I'll really bring it tomorrow. I'll find something to prove your innocence. About that, Athena, I've been thinking about asking Professor Means to defend me. What? I myself only heard this, I myself only just heard of this a moment ago. Oh, so she thinks Professor Means would be... No, I can't let this happen. Not with the way he wants to do things. Junie, I know, Athena, but will you please hear me out? Ah, shit. Okay. Athena, do you actually think you or Robin could have committed this crime? The body was moved right after the mock trial. Besides, Junie, they're the only ones who could move freely around the campus at that time. Are you sure about that? Because I think a certain somebody in the room could have done that. I'm sorry, Junie, but at this point I can't rule them out. I was afraid you'd say that. Juniper is seeking a lawyer who can clear all three of their names. Only I am capable of such a feat. But how can you possibly prove that all three of them are innocent? I am a result-oriented person. Come tomorrow, I won't fail to have the perfect piece of evidence ready. For the end really does justify the means, especially for me, Professor Aristotle Means. I really don't like the sound of that. I'm sorry, but just as you believe I'm innocent, I believe that my friends are innocent too. Alright, if that's how you really feel, we'll respect your decision. Apollo! Well, we want to continue our investigation. Could we ask you some more questions? Sure, I don't mind. Professor Means, would you like to stay and join our conversation? Oh, yes, of course. I am your lawyer, after all. There's that smile again. Why does it always creep me the hell out? About your confession, Junie, it's not true, is it? You just said that's what you did because Robin had confessed on the sand, didn't you? Yes, I wasn't thinking straight. All I knew was I had to help my friend. You mean because of that school rule? The one that says you can't graduate if you're convicted of a crime? No, I didn't do it because of some rule. I did it because she's my friend. Why is there discord in her voice again? Could it really be that the friendship between the three of them is on the rocks? There's more here than meets the eye. When did you three first become friends? Well, Even though we were in different courses, we really bonded from the first day at school. We vowed to work together to bring an end to the dark age of the law. That was when our proof of friendship came about. There's that proof of friendship thing again. I just wish this were as simple as that. We even have our proof of our friendship. Yeah, so long as our friendships last, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. But the situation kind of changed recently when the school's policy shifted to training legal professionals who produce results. Allow me to explain. In the lawyer's course I teach, producing results means winning charges. Professor Court, on the other hand, taught that finding the truth was the only valid result. Unfortunately, that clash of ideas created a rift among our students. At some point, we stopped talking about it. That meant fewer arguments. It also meant we couldn't be as frank and open with each other as we used to be. I think I understand now. By putting their friendship on a pedestal, they actually did more harm than good. It seems the relationship between the three of them isn't as simple as I thought. Juniper, thank you for talking to us about this difficult subject. Yeah, thanks, Junie. Or, shit, wrong words. Yeah, thanks, Junie. Now, if you could tell us about the day of the murder. Junie, you told us yesterday that you went home a little after 6 p.m. Was that a lie? I'm sorry I didn't tell you this before, but what actually happened was I left the art room a little after 6 p.m. and headed over to my dressing room where I worked on my stage costume until 7. That's it? You didn't go anywhere else? No, nowhere else. If that really were it, then there would be no reason to lie in the first place. She's gotta be hiding something else. Junie, do you remember this picture? Yes, but something's wrong here. Wrong? What's wrong? I took this picture around 6 p.m., which was before I left the art room. But the clock there says it's after 7. By 7, I'd already been working in the dressing room for some time. So there's definitely something wrong with the time in this picture. I guess we'd better go check the art room. Okay, just one last question about the day of the murder. On the evening before the mock trial, the evening of the murder, you ran into Hugh. Yes, I did. At around 7:15, I went to the main building just before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? She suddenly went silent. She always was terrible at hiding things. Was she trying to keep their meeting a secret by lying about going home at 6 p.m.? Alright, I won't press you on the matter any further. Is there anything else you noticed on the night of the murder? Well, I don't know if this will help, but that evening I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30? Around 8:30, huh? That's over an hour after the crime supposedly took place. And that's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell. It made me happy to think that after all the hard work, they were finally finished. Oh, right, the statues that Robin made. So they were covered in white sheets? Weren't they covered in blue sheets when we saw them, though? Or blue tarps? Junie, are you okay? Can I not look at that? I swear, bro, like, I need to look at the crime scene. Sorry, I'm a little tired, that's all. Ah, that's the good shit. Athena, I think this meeting is over. Professor Means? I will use any means possible to get the result I want in Juniper's case. But it'll require considerable preparation, so I must be off. Junie and Professor Means, I have a proposal. A proposal? Wait, this isn't another one of your crazy... By sundown today. Yes. I, Athena Sykes, along with Apollo Justice. Wait a damn second, don't drag my name into... We're gonna discover the truth behind this murder mystery. What? And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. I see. So, it has come to this, has it? If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise me that you'll accept it no matter how hard it is to hear. Then you shouldn't need anyone else to defend you except for me. Have we got a deal? I trust that you're okay with this too, Professor Means? I have no objections as long as Juniper is satisfied with this arrangement. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. I'm sorry to put you through this, Athena, but thank you. I've been thinking only of myself this whole time. Junie, it's way too early to thank me, but you can thank me all you want once I get to the bottom of this. Very well. I will see you back here at sundown. Sorry for all the trouble, Professor. It's just she's new to the agency, so... Don't be silly. I find it all rather thrilling. Now, let us meet here again later. If you'll excuse me, I'd better go. Okay, see you later. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? There's no time to be thinking about that. I've got an investigation to do. I will find the truth by sundown, no matter what. Only the 3 mock trial participants could have moved the body before it all started. That's why the killer must be Robin, Hugh, or Juniper. Right, and that means at least one of them is lying. To make matters worse, I have a feeling each one of them is hiding some sort of secret. We'll have to bring it all to light. I'm not looking forward to it, but it has to be done. Today's trial focused on the day of the crime and actions of those involved. Yeah, like when the voice was recorded and who went to the art room and when. If we analyze the info we have, we should be able to ID the killer. There's no lead in these legs. I've been training for a day like this. Okay, on my mark, ready, set? No running for me. I'm done trying to keep up with you. Dude's like, man, chill the fuck out, bro. Like, I don't have time for that shit. Not maintenance. Outdoor stage. Why is she here? Ah! Dude, she thinks she's Snake. Man, Scuttlebutt, if you don't get your ass out of that box. Oh, hi, Gavin. Captain knew you two. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Don't you think sneaking on the campus like this is just slightly suspicious? I'll have you know I'm continuing my investigation in the strictest confidence. I don't want to be caught napping again at tomorrow's trial. And that means a thorough investigation today. Think you can lend us a hand? I'm not one to refuse a damsel in distress. But if you needn't fast, Fraulein, I intended to help from the start. You're the best, Prosecutor Gavin. Okay, time for a thorough investigation. I bet we missed a lot of stuff yesterday. I ain't presenting shit. Oh, can I not look around? I need to talk to this first, okay? Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right, but I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't half bad. We also had some tricks up our sleeves and it constant wheeling rock. Pyrotechnics, a fog machine, big banners, things like that. It would have looked like this. Oh, the plans from yesterday. What's the design on the banner in the back? I know the scales on the school emblem, but what's with the number 6? It looks like it's a serious pain or something. She's talking about the Gavineers thing. Athena? Ixe on Ixnay on Ixe. The fuck is that? That's the Gavineers logo, Fraulein. Oh, and nice pig Latin hair forehead. Really smooth. What the fuck is that word? Ixnay and on the... I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna try. Looks like the number 6 Rocky's seriously honored. 9, Fraulein. It's a G for the Gavineers, not a 6, but whatever floats your pretty boat. So where is the banner? I don't see it anywhere on stage. It was an important part of the show, but the school managed to misplace it somehow. It is a pity. We had it specially made from heavyweight high-grade cloth. A missing banner and 2 broken statues. There are mysteries aplenty to be solved, yeah. Come to think of it, one of the broken statues was Prosecutor Gavin. As you can see here in the stage plans, right here we have the statue of me. Oh god, just right here we have Wright's statue. But little does that matter now, as we both lie in pieces thanks to you, Air Forehead. What did I ever do to you? Actually, the statue broke in rather large pieces. Why don't we try to put it back together? Maybe we'll learn something new. Picking up the pieces of a shattered rock star? Octum! That's one uber cool idea. There might even be a song in there somewhere. Yay! Let's do this! Schnell! Is this an investigation or am I interrupting a German language club social event? Scuttlebutt! Wait, you don't think this weird box here is... Hands off! I knew it! I'd known that voice anywhere. Let's just ignore it. I mean, it made its wishes loud and clear. So, this is the future cardboard box technology that has afforded us, huh? So I can't talk to Scuttlebutt. Okay. They've got the witness stand too, even though it's just a temporary stage. Oh, but I think they're still working on it. Let's see what this notice says. Caution, pedestal features a high-speed rotation mode. Activate with care. You mean this thing spins? Down one! A piece of Prosecutor Gavin's shattered teeth are pride. Are you saying my pride is as fragile as plaster of Paris? It looks like there are other large pieces scattered about. Okay, let's find what we can. Purple fragment from the broken statue. It was found all alone in the strangest of places. Found another piece of the statue. But there should still be some more. Let's leave no stone unturned. What the hell? It's a copy of the school paper with that story about the alleged love triangle. I wonder if people really waste their time reading this shit. It's more popular than you think. What was that? I thought I heard something just now. You're just hearing things. There was nothing more than your ears playing tricks on you. Fucking scuttlebutt, bro. Found another piece of the statue. But there should still be some more. Leave no stone unturned. I swear to God if you say that again. 2 large white fragments. It looks like it would feel good to break them. Why would you say that? Oh no, Prosecutor Gavin, you're a complete wreck, literally. Why in the world would someone do something like this? I don't know, but whoever did it must have felt an amazing sense of release. Can I take that as confession, Air Forehead? What? No! I feel bad for Robin. She worked so hard on these. Let's pick up the pieces for her. You got it. Let's check every corner of the stage then, yeah? Alright, let's back up. Scuttlebutt won't let me mess with her. Winner of the mock trial. Oh, the winner of the mock trial was to take the training seminar right here. You mean you or Robin? Yeah, besides Junie, they're the only ones who could move around freely around campus. Before the mock trial, that means one of them must be the killer. But that's not really enough to go on, is it? We need to talk with Juniper one more time and persuade us to give us a name. Right, and that means we have to find irrefutable evidence before the day ends. There's no time to lose, but we can't rush it either. Efficiency is key. Shit. Ooh, I like the view. The judge can look down on everything from up here. Yeah, not bad for a temporary stage. Is that so, Mr. Justice? Your judge act from the mock trial? I don't know why, but it kind of creeps me out. Wrong answer again, Mr. Justice. Penalty for, my lawyer. That is not funny. Look! There's a rival over there, Apollo. Ooh, Prosecutor Gavin? We've battled it out a few times before, but I wouldn't call him... No, not him. I meant the speaker over there. It can output massive blasts of sound that rival your cords of steel. I have better things to do than compete with the speaker, so just forget it. Damn. Backing out. Did I miss something? Oh yeah. Found another piece of the statue. But there should still be more. Let's leave no stone unturned. Going to search for more. The nighttime sky as a backdrop for the courtroom? Personally, I think it's breathtaking. I mean, speaking the truth of the starry sky, don't you think it's romantic, Caroline? And the waning crescent moon represents the maximum 3-day trial cycle. 3-day trials outdoors? No thanks. If it starts raining, my hair will be ruined. There we go. The other statue Robin made is smashed to bits. If there are some larger pieces, we might be able to put it back together too. Yeah, but all I see are itty bitty ones. I wonder what Mr. Wright would think if he knew we put Prosecutor Gavin's statue back together and left his like this. We could also come back to it after the case is solved. I'll help you fix it. So we're mainly looking for Gavin's pieces, huh? I'm not seeing anything. It's a bit far away to get a good look. Maybe we should try a different angle. There's even a prosecutor's bench here on the stage. The memories, Fraulein, as a former rock star and prosecutor. The prosecutor's bench has taught me much about human emotion, passion, and fight. I can picture it now, you and your silvery singing voice and Apollo sweating bullets. Hey, how about picture me winning once in a while, dude? Goddamn. Fuck. Oh, I'm fucking blind, really. This looks like another piece of the statue. Thanks, Apollo. That makes all 5 pieces. I think we have all we're gonna find. Okay, let's get back to where Prosecutor Gavin was shattered. I think you might want to reword that. 3 purple fragments on a broken statue that originally stood on the pedestal on stage. Or on stage. Well, I don't see any other big pieces lying around. Yeah, let's see if we can put the statue back together. Hey, Apollo, you come over here. It wasn't to the Gavin if you can hold this. We did it! Not bad if I say so myself. Yeah, but don't you think it's strange? We put the statue back together, but look. What's with all these leftover white pieces? These look like they all go together. And this one too. Athena, what do you think you're doing? Don't stop me now. The artist inside me wants to get out and have a good time. So, what is it? It's the goddess of law holding a pair of scales in one hand and a sword in the other. That's quite the feat you pulled off there, Fraulein. Phew! I love that feeling you get after you work really hard on something. No, I knew who it was. I meant to ask what it's doing here. Not sure. There's no statue like this in the stage plans. Still, I could have sworn I've seen the statue somewhere before. It was in the art room. This is the statue. This and the statue of Clavier were broken at the same time, but have been repaired. No one knows where it came from. I swear it came from the art room. Where's her picture? Yeah, it's right there. Wow. I don't think it's supposed to look the way that, like, it looks here. What the hell? The more we learn, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. At least we're moving in the right direction. Let's keep searching the stage for clues. I've been wondering about something this whole time. You know, that pole at the end of the stage? On the left side? Yeah. You mean this? It has a wire that goes off and connects to something somewhere. Wow. This wire is for hanging banners over the stage. One of the policemen who was here earlier was checking how it worked. Oh, so that's why the banner looks like it's out of place. Banners are hung and removed from the art room over there. That's the art room over there? As in the scene of the crime? Bingo, Fraulein. It's still crawling with cops, though. Hey, anyone in the art room? Oh, it's you people! Haha! In justice we trust! Ah, it's Detective Fulbright! In justice we trust! Is that some kind of greeting between you two? Detective Fulbright, can you lower that banner from there? Of course. Just leave it to me. How's that? Thanks, Detective. In justice we trust. Ha ha ha! Always glad to help. In justice we trust. So, is that some kind of greeting between you two or not? Well, looks like the banner's down. Let's go take a look. banner, I don't think it would flap very well in the wind. Unflappable banner? Hey, I like that! It goes perfect with unflappable lawyers and unflappable rockets. It's just like it was made for this stage. Look at this, the bottom is all knotted up. Let me try and unravel it. Jeez, did you really have to? You don't come across an unflappable banner every day. Athena, there are some things that have to yield to forces beyond themselves. What a cruel world we live in. Hey, a scrap of paper was caught up on the inside. It's blowing away. I got it. Yes, great catch, huh? October, Q120. Looks like some kind of note. What does it say? October Q120. What's that supposed to mean? A test score, maybe? Pretty impressive when you consider that 100 is a perfect score. I don't see how even you can get beyond perfect. Fraulein, shall we inspect the banner again, now that it's been unraveled? This is the emblem that's on Junie's school uniform. Hey, you're right. Wait a damn second. It's hard to see against the red material, but there's a dark red stain here just under the emblem. This banner was on a wire connected to the art room. Right, and the art room is where the murder occurred. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? This stain might be from the victim's blood. Trace amount of blood was found on it. The statue doesn't look like anything like you or Mr. Wright. The goddess bearing scales and a sword. She's a symbol of badness and strength. But she and her symbols were shattered along with the statues of you and Mr. Wright. This is a direct challenge to the rule of law. Well, if they want to fight, they've got one. Whoa, take it down a notch, Tiger. Let's save the fighting for when we find the culprit. Phew, that was a whole lot of poking around in a short amount of time. Does that mean you're satisfied? Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to check out. See that metal fence back there? There's just one segment, so it seems out of place. It looks like they were in the process of removing them after the stage was set up, but they were never able to finish on account of the murder. We should take a look, if you think it could be important. This track looks man-made. Hey, right, and it looks like it starts from behind the backdrop. Maybe a big money pro wrestler was hiding back there. Well, that was totally random, but we'll never know until we take a look. Looks like something was being dragged through here, and this is where it started. Yeah, but whatever it was, it's long gone. Must have been pretty heavy. Perhaps it was used in setting up the school festival? Aw, then I guess it wasn't a pro wrestler. Still, this could be something important. Well, that's about it for the stage. Right, I think we'd better search the art room next. I think I'll hang around here for a while, but make sure to tell me once you find it, yeah? Find what? What else? The Gavineer's banner that disappeared from the stage. You never know. It might be connected to the case at hand. Really? Or does he just want his banner back? Don't tell me. So, in short, that's... Hey. That box! It just took off running! I have a pretty good idea who that was. As I suspect you do too. Oh, come on, we can't afford to have any weird articles written about us. The maintenance area is over in that direction, after that box. Miriam, you're liable to get tossed in the garbage truck if you hang around here. I'm just an empty box. And that's what you do with them. You throw them away. Hey, did you change boxes? I like the new look. What does it matter anymore? I was just a complete failure in court today. My work, my pride, my dreams, everything I've worked so hard for, gone! Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter? Oh, my face! Come to think of it, calling you a failure as a reporter might have been a bit extreme. Scold me, despise me, pack me away where I'll never see the light of day. I've been cast aside and waste away into a big pile of mushy paper mache. I kind of feel responsible for this, but now's our chance to plot her for information while she's vulnerable. I bet that's where you were just, what you were just thinking. What kind of a person do you think I am? He read me like a book. Scuttlebutt. Scuttling, scuttlebutt, is that what that said? That was you on the stage earlier, wasn't it? Why'd you run off like that? Take a look at this. Why are you showing me a burnt up old rag? Oh, it's the Gavineers banner. Wait, it's really hard to see, but I think that's the Gavineers logo there. So, is this the banner that disappeared? It's all burnt up. Don't look at me, I just happened to find it in an incinerator. Incinerator? Did Blackwell actually make good on this threat to burn our box? We should probably try to find out whether someone tried to destroy this on purpose. Yeah, this banner is sounding less and less unrelated to our case, Apollo. Later found by Miriam. Miriam, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have said you were a failure as a reporter. Too late. I already decided journalism isn't for me. The last step is to erase all the photos on my PC. I'm really gonna do it. Here goes. 5%, 10%. 4 years of my life down the drain. Shouldn't we stop her, Athena? Miriam, you should keep publishing your paper. I didn't mean what I said, okay? You didn't mean it? Oh, no, my photos! Stop, cancel, abort! Did you stop it in time? Deletion progress, 99% complete. There are only 2 pictures left. What are you gonna do now, Athena? You owe it to her to make it right. I know. But don't worry, Miriam. Your photos may be gone, but the memory of your photographic genius will live on forever in all of our hearts. Oh, Athena, that was cringeworthy. Hey, Miriam, check this out. You took some amazing photos of the 3 of them here. I'm sure they really appreciated it. Obviously, I'm the 8th member of the newspaper club. The only member, in fact. I know this won't make up for the photos you lost, but here are your newspapers back. Famous Herald and Famous Herald Extra return them, Miriam. There's no rest for the wicked. I plan on pursuing those 3 for as long as I live. Miriam, why are you so obsessed with Juniper, you and Robin? Obsessed? I'm not obsessed with them. It's just, they were so close ever since their freshman year, so, well... Athena, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, I think that's the only explanation. Oh, wait a second. You're not thinking what I think you're thinking. That's exactly what he's thinking, Miriam. You want it in on their little trio. Ah! How could you possibly know that? I mean, she's alone in the freaking art club. It's not hard to figure that out. That's one abused laptop. My laptop won't turn on. Never thought my life would end so soon. A mere 17 years. Now I really feel bad. Oh, I know. Miriam, we have a laptop at the office. We'd be happy to lend it to you. Huh? You have a laptop I could use? Sure, but only on one condition. I want you to ask Jimmy, you and Robin if you can hang out with them. Oh, what? Like I could ever do that? Sorry, but that's the deal if you want to borrow our laptop. You scare me sometimes, Athena. You're like a good cop, bad cop, all rolled into one. Fine, I'll do it. If that's all you want. Yay, I'll be by later to bring you the laptop. Well, but wait. It's not like I owe you anything, but here. Thanks. Oh, it's a set of pictures. It looks like they're setting up the stage. Yeah, I took them when they were putting the stage's backdrop into place. Wow, you sure have an eye for photography, from what I can make out anyway. These are the last two photos that didn't get deleted. They're all yours. Interesting. I'll see you around, scary lawyer lady. That was really impressive, Athena. What's next? Well, I'd like to talk to you or Robin if possible. Okay, let's walk around and see if we can find them. Well, here it is, the art room where the grisly crime occurred. Let's start looking. Stop right there! This is an active crime scene. No unauthorized personnel allowed. What? Can't you make an exception? You won't even notice we're... Freeze! I don't think so. No exceptions. Now move along. Nothing to see here. He doesn't seem very accommodating this time. Let's try again later. Damn it. We should go to the lecture hall, maybe. Nope, that's where we came from. Hallway? Hey, that's you over there. You, we wanted to have a word with you if you don't mind. If it was Mr. Wright, then sure, but you two? I knew it. There's a hint of discord in Hugh's voice. You're not getting off that easy. After all, you're a possible suspect, plus you actually confessed in court. Whatever. So, what do you want from me? But make it brief. I don't have a lot of time, and I assume you don't either. About your confession today, you weren't serious about that, were you? Let's just say I had no choice thanks to a certain lawyer who failed to get the job done. So, you really are prepared to take the blame for this? Not gonna happen. The voice on the tape is female, so that rules me out. Let's put it this way, you don't actually believe that ridiculous play on words, do you? Well, my confession is just like that. A means to an end, or as we say around here, the end justifies the means. But I actually do believe the voice is shouting, "You O'Connor!" Jennifer's confession was quite advantageous for the real killer. But if Robin and I were an actual killer, we wouldn't have confessed. It's that simple. Even you should be capable of such reasoning, or have I overestimated you? Damn it. You'll make a great lawyer someday, I mean... You seem to enjoy getting under people's skin. Could you and Robin's confession really prove their innocence instead of their guilt? This is going to take some serious thinking on my part. It sure looked like Prosecutor Blackwell was twisting your arm to testify earlier today. Is there some sort of secret he's using against you? I have no intention of saying anything more. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hold. I'm not through with it yet. Seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. Leave, and we just might discuss you know what. No, wait! One little statement and Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. You really are a rank amateur. Even if that were true, you'd think I'd open up to you? So he's not denying it. That secret might be causing the discord in his voice. Then again, we have the same problem with Julie and Robin. You're just wasting your time and mine. Next question. About the meeting with Professor Cord on the 23rd. Why did she want to see you? I have no intention of telling you. You'll have to force it out of me any way you can. Professor Mean strikes again. Then again, Hugh is the lawyer, of course. But didn't Professor Cord used to say that the only good result is the truth? So why don't you drop this whole charade and just tell me the truth? The truth? How can you be so sure it will help you in this case? The truth isn't necessarily your friend, nor Juniper's for that matter. No, you're wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to defend Junie the right way, using the truth. That's the only way to honor Junie's wishes and Professor Ford's memory. I see. Very well, Miss Sykes. I'll just find out more about the truth you're so interested in. You. But... don't look to me. Something happens to Juniper because of... Understand? What's that supposed to mean? What a terrible thing to say. I thought you guys were friends. Yeah, we were. Until just recently, actually. Were? I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Just as I have my secrets, she has a side you've never seen. Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is. What are you saying? This conversation's over. I said I don't have a lot of time and I meant it. You, wait! Damn it, he's gone. He doesn't care about her anymore? Why would he say that? That didn't go so well. I guess we'll just have to pin our hopes on his testimony tomorrow. Athena, what do you say we head over to the art room? It might be a nice change of pace. Hopefully the police have completed their investigation. Alright, we really don't have much time left anyway. Well, what is it, if it isn't my little lawyer friends again? Thanks again for lawyering that school banner for us earlier. Don't mention it. Helping those in need is what my brand of justice is all about. Right. So this art room was where the murder actually occurred? That's right. You can't see it with the naked eye, but there's blood on the floor. That area roped off in the middle of the room marks the spot. The police investigation is done, so if you want to look around, knock yourselves out. Okay. Whoa. Mock transcripts on the floor, and nearby an envelope marked Hughes. I wonder if Marian's script was ever really inside that envelope. Let's see here, by Marion Scuttlebutt, and the title is Rouge et Noir, Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. I wouldn't take part in that mock trial if you begged me. It says there are some special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence. It also says Welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the ends justify the means. The prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to be abused, but the scripts were selected by Professor Ford, considering how much she valued the truth. I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Pens and Blood and Dark Judgment. Well, you have the title memorized already? Picture of a girl wearing a floral hat? Oh, it's the artist's name right there. Professor Court. Wow, Professor Court must have painted this. So, is this what they consider art? I really don't get it. I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her in those pity-inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue. Dumbass. Picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it's the name of the artist right here. Robbie Newman. Wow, Robin must have painted this. Is it Juniper? The clothes are different, but... Oh, look, there's a piece of paper stuck in the back. Let's see what it says. Completely lacks Professor Court's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Huh, I think this is plenty good in myself. I wonder what it could have looked like if Professor Court had painted Juniper. I bet it would look really artistic looking. Hey, this area with the rope around it. That's where the detective, we're detecting a large blood stain. In short, the victim was stabbed here or somewhere close by. The fact there's no visible blood means it was wiped up with something, right? Right. But we were able to detect trace amounts of blood. Merely wiping it up does not remove all the evidence of wrongdoing, and that, in a nutshell, is justice, right? I'd appreciate it if you'd let me have the cool lines. God damn it, Fulbright. Imagine Trucy Apollo, Truly smash each other just to... Bruh, come on, man. They still think they don't even know they're half siblings yet. Why would you say that? That's fucked up. Considering that she's still technically a minor in this game, like she's like 16. Yeah, I think she's a year older than Jinxie, and Jinxie's 15, so... I mean, if you gave it another couple of years and they still haven't told them, that's their fault, but... Oh boy, that's a can of worms that the community does not need. There's a paint palette here. No surprise they're considering this as an art room. Looks like someone mixed yellow and red to make orange. I prefer yellow. You, on the other hand, are way too red. What's that supposed to mean? I think this is saying that the two of us have to work together to solve this case. Ooh, what if this is Professor Court sending us a message from beyond the grave? What about the blob right next to it? The one with the red and green? Maybe she's implying that you need more delicious greens in your diet. Are you saying Professor Court is watching over our dietary habits from the pearly gates? Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Robin made it. I bet it wouldn't last long, not with the way she deals with her own work anyway. Yeah, it looks like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it. It looks like just blood stains the way the glaze was dribbled on it. Just like blood stains? In justice we trust. That doesn't look blood stains. We'd better examine it at once. I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the courtroom where the big blood stain is. And then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped onto these pieces. That means the body very well could have been dropped from this window. In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat. Then a ball cart was used to move it to the other stage. Or to the stage. The maintenance area is below this room, and the storeroom there has a mat and a ball cart. Ah, shit, let me read that again, because that was so right. The maintenance area is below this room, And the storeroom there is a mat in a ball cart. So, even the moving of the body was carried out just like in the script. The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script. Well, what did you expect? That's where we suspected the defendant in the first place. Well, you're wrong, and I'm gonna prove it in court. Professor Court, it kind of looks like there's a prosecutor's badge on top of the statue. But it's not if you look real close. Another strange, difficult to understand work of art. Oh, look at it, it has a title. Guilty, Guilty, Guilty. Real creative. Art. Either it's too abstract to understand or as subtle as a sledgehammer. Isn't that the mock trial script? Actually, there's a whole bunch of them here. Let's see. Looks like everyone from the judge court submitted one. The victim Constance Court was a fine art club's advisor. So, she probably spent a lot of time up here in addition to her other duties. This isn't where I'd keep a bunch of scripts, but I'd wager that's how they wound up here. Or stressed that overworked Professor Court. I knew exactly how that feels. Or I know exactly how that feels. You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado hit it. You're going to talk Apollo. Me? What about Mr. Wright? Maybe we should rename the firm Wright Stuff All Over the Place Agency. Gotcha. 3 butts sitting on a shelf. A judge, a defendant, either a lawyer or a prosecutor. The bearded one must be the judge, and the bummed out one must be the defendant. Look, there's one that's fallen onto the floor. I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor. Think of all, think. This could, tell us how tomorrow's trial will go. I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes, thanks. Hey, it's gone! Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo? Right. Wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this. Nothing. Not much of interest. Damn it. I can see the other half of the building over there, in the quad in the stage below. Yeah, this must be the window that the Fulbright stuck his head out of earlier. Oh yeah, thanks for the help, Detective. A true champion of justice always comes running to those in need. Great, then how about telling us Prosecutor Blackwell's strategy for tomorrow? Alright, let me think. Well... Oh, hey, I'm not falling for that! So close, I can almost taste it. This is the clock that created that major problem for Junie. Let's take a closer look. Don't waste your time. I've checked it, and it's 100% accurate. You sure? How'd you check it? Of course I'm sure. I compared it to my own watch, see? Detective Fulbright, didn't you notice that your watch had stopped? It has? This is unacceptable. We obviously can't rely on him. Let's take a look for ourselves. Let's see. Wait a second. It's ahead by 1 whole hour. Well, Detective? But this clock must have been an hour ahead when this photo was taken. So if so, that would fit perfectly with Junie's testimony. Prosecutor Blackwell won't like this. I almost feel sorry for the detective. Almost. You can at least pretend to feel sorry by wiping that big, shitty grin off your face. Wait just 1 minute. The clock is an hour ahead right now, sure. But what proof do you have that it was running ahead of on the day of the crime? That's a good question. Wait a second. I think I have something. Detective Fulbright, you would agree that there is a moon outside this window, right? Sure, it's a nice crescent one. Like something out of a picture book. But if you look at the window in the back and the winch attached to it, you'll see that the only view to be had is the opposite side of the school building. Oh, then what's this moon doing here? I wonder. Prosecutor Gavin, you were scheduled to perform at the school festival, weren't you? That's right. But I hadn't seen the stage until yesterday. That backdrop with the starry sky and big crescent moon isn't that bad. Isn't this the same one, or the same as the painted on the stage backdrop? The proof's right here, Detective. This shows it was taken at 6 p.m. when the photo was taken. I know what this moon really is. And if you look at this photo, you'll know too. This shows that the moon in the photo came from the truth of Junie's testimony. But what? Where does it show that? If you look right here, it'll all become crystal clear. Give me that. Well, stop stalling. Tell me what I should be looking at. Right here. See what I'm pointing to? Very funny. Now hurry up and show me what you're really talking about. Guess that wasn't it. Whoa. Oh, the moon was moving. Damn it. They were still prepping the stage, so the backdrop wasn't in place yet. This photo shows them in the process of moving the backdrop into position. I can see that. That's the big board hanging here. The size matches too. But there's no picture. That's a crucial detail. It is, but I believe what we're seeing in this photo is the back of this board. The back of the... That's right. And at around 6 p.m. when this was taken, a photo of that same board was being taken from the front. What do you mean by the front? The front is against the wall. That's where you're wrong. What about the window? Remember how we said we could see the moon shouldn't exist in this photo? Take a good look. Are you suggesting the moon is one on the backdrop? Exactly. I think that was him speaking, sorry. Are you suggesting the moon is the one on the backdrop? Exactly. In short, this photo had been taken. Give me one moment. Okay. As you can see here, it was around 6 p.m. when the backdrop was being set into place. So the art room clock was running fast and at least as far back as the day of the murder. How could I ever face Prosecutor Blackwell now? Yes, I just blew a hole in a piece of the prosecution's evidence. Hey, look! That's you on this mobile Apollo, a red demon. Red demon? Looks more like a snake curled around a brush to me. No, see the antenna and the yellow spots on its back? Anyone can see that's a ladybug. I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Fine, we can investigate this further at a later date. Agreed? Okay, let's do that. You okay with that, Athena? I really regret bringing this up. Some wire and a winch, so this is how they wheeled the banners in and out. There's a really nice view of the stage from here. Prosecutor Gavin is still standing in front of that broken statue. So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me, I won't tell anyone. I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit. Alright, guess that about wraps up the important stuff. Find anything new to take it for, Wright? Ha! Good question. Unfortunately, the answer is nothing much yet. He sure has confidence for having found nothing. But if we're talking outside of the art room, there's been a major breakthrough. Oh dear, unless I find out what it is, I don't know what I shall do. No need for the theatrics. I was told I could fill you in on this one. Wow, you saw right through me, Detective. I'm impressed. looking to get arrested for murder via unwarranted flattery, are we? So, what's the major breakthrough you mentioned? You want to know? You really want to know? You really, really? Come on, just tell us already. Aw, you're no fun. Anywho, we got the results of the voice print analysis back. Voice print? You mean for the tape recorder? Exactly, the voice belongs to the suspect, Miss Woods, beyond a shadow of a doubt. See right here? They analyzed the voice on the tape inside and out. Look at the voice analysis performed on a tape recorder. And you thought the voice on the tape was saying, Hugh O'Connor. Thanks for the good laugh, Miss Sykes. He's the last person I want laughing at me. So now there's evidence of Juniper shouting, "You're a goner," around the time of the death. If we were to take this as truth, how are we supposed to make sense of it? I don't know. I can't think of any reason why Junie would shout that in the first place. Well, I think we've examined pretty much everything we can. By the way, did Professor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? In justice we trust! It's no use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that clock had been an hour fast, means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day. I wonder what the main argument will be about now. How the body was moved would be my guess, but Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own plans. Oh? Does he now? Detective Albright? Try as you might, I won't say another word about the investigation. Oh, I wasn't gonna ask about that. I was just wondering if you'd seen Robin. Oh, you mean Miss Robin Newman? She was just here a moment ago. But she mumbled something about watching videos in the lecture hall. Video? What video? Thanks, Detective. Dina, I think we should stop by the lecture hall. Right, let's go. There she is. Robin! Hey, Robin! Oh, hey, Athena. Apollo. What are you watching there? Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the end justified the means, right? There it is again. Professor Moon sure has a lot of influence around here. Care to take a look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me? Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure, I'll tell you anything you W-A-N-T. But we will get to that next time. I am hungry, and this stuff is making more and more sense and less sense at the same time the more the investigation goes on. Maybe later tonight or in the morning I will do another stream, but I appreciate you guys for checking out the quick stream. Look out for the next one. Alright, have a nice night, dudes. Peace.